Hi everyone, so I want to start the series here on how to create artistic layouts with templates if you are a beginner. To teach you a little bit about my templates, which comes with a lot of goodies in it and ideas on how you can use them. So let's get it started. This template is part of the Artsy templates #1 that I have as Scrap Girls. So let's get it started. So first, let me show you here about the template. So if you're not familiar with templates, templates are a way to create pages in Photoshop or Photoshop Elements or any program that accepts PSD, TIFF, and I also have a folder with PNG, which you can use in other programs and basically build the same template for you. And because I have a PNG folder, the great thing about is that these elements here, like these lights and these other lights here, you can certainly use with other layouts. For example, the gesso, the mask. So you can go ahead to PNG folder and use them on other layouts. So you have basically extra goodies there. As we get started, I wanted to show you how to use especially the fractals and the lights. They can be used as it is, but a way that I love a lot to use them is with blend mode. So as we get started, we're gonna see I have my pictures already, and let's get it started. So first where we start is here on the background. If you have Photoshop membership, you have Bridge, that comes with it. So first I'm going to start with a base. So you just open your folder on Bridge, and what I like about it is that you can just right click and it's gonna go straight to Photoshop. As you drag here and drop, you're going to see, and as always Photoshop auto select plays with you. We're gonna drag and drop, and then you can just adjust to be on the background. And first, let's start with the pictures. When I have the pictures, I like to put a background in the picture because then I know what goes well with the mood of the pictures. So we have here a mask, which you're gonna clip your pictures. So let me grab them. Okay, so here are the pictures. First of all, they look very pale, so I'm gonna do an adjustment with them, but we can do that in the template. It's gonna drag here. Shift. I actually think this one is gonna go on the mask, so I'm just gonna drag here to the mask. I'm gonna make it super big. And we can adjust the mask as well. I'm gonna show you. So Command Option Alt, and when you do Option Alt, you see the clip motion there. You just clip it to the mask. And I'm gonna go here to the mask and just do that a little bit. There you go. And let me go back to the picture. Shift. Just make this higher. There you go. So as I said, this picture is a little pale. So what I like to do is go here to Adjustment Layers and go to the photo filter. And I like a lot this warming filter, but there is other filters here and you can play with them. There's other warming filters. That's a way to process here. And I'm just gonna clip again, Option Alt, clip, and I see that this mask here needs to be fixed. Okay, that's great. So now we're gonna clip this little frame, and I have another picture here. Make it to the size that you want and you clip. This one I'm gonna do an adjustment here in the hue and saturation of the picture. I think it needs a little more saturation there, right? And also Let's do a little bit of exposure. There we go. So I think I'm gonna do on the other one a little bit of exposure as well. There we go. And I'm just gonna put a little more saturation on that one. There we go. Okay. Now I have these lights, and what I like to play is, according to the paper that I have, how would work if I use the blend mode. So if you click on the blend modes there, then you can see how they react. And I really like this one, for example, screen. Let's see the overlay. It's fun. I think I'm gonna let overlay. Yeah. Let's see, linear light. Yeah. Overlay. Okay. Gonna move them here so they kind of have a sparkle. The same thing with this fractal. You can certainly use as it is, but I like to play with the blend modes just to see how it looks, to give a more artsy, dramatic feel. It all gonna depend on the paper that you're using. You can see that some papers don't really do anything. What I like about working with digital is that we can create these light effects, and I love it. I think I'm gonna use pin light, and I'm gonna reduce the opacity a little bit. Okay. Now that it's done, let's see how can we embellish this more and give a title to this, okay? And then we can start building the elements of the layout. So I have here my Artsy Goods one, so I'm gonna start bringing some of these elements for us to play. I really love this kind of doodles because to me they bring movement to the page, and they don't need to be out there. They can just be something in the background. I'm actually gonna use this one so that I can show you how to use this style that I have. So I'm gonna bring this one as well. With this set of word arts, I have a word art bonus stickers here. So what it creates these kind of stickers. And it's just a bonus that you can play with. And I just want to say that if you go here on the effects, you can always you know, change the color overlay to go with your layout. So you just go color overlay and you change the color, and then it's gonna go to your, you know, that goes together with your layout. I think for this one, I'm gonna do the red. So I want to put some things on top and some things on the background. So first I'm going to start with the elements on the top. Sprinkles can be on the background. And I'm going to Command Control J and duplicate them. There. Paper, and this is going to be at the top. You have to think, if you never did a paper layout, so usually you put these things on top of the pictures, right? Because otherwise they get lost. I think I'm going to bring this one here to do kind of a triangle there. I'm going to rearrange these things and just bringing here and see if I want to bring something else. Okay, so I think I have most of the things that I want. I just want to duplicate this star. First, we're going to start with this paper here. And let's build a shadow from scratch. So drop shadow. And remember to put all the angles the same. Instead of very black, I would like to use like an amber color. So this is the color if you want to use the same. And One of the greatest things ever in Photoshop is to separate the shadow, because then we can make the shadow more realistic. And the reason why I don't care much about these things here is because I'm gonna do the just connection of this shadow. So I'm gonna increase the opacity a little bit. That's much better. So we're just gonna right click here close to the shadow word, and we're gonna say create layer, and you see that it separates there. Click on it, Command Control T, right click, warp. So then now I can pull here and tuck the middle, pull this here. Because I don't want this to separate, I'm gonna select both of them and connect with this chain here. So whenever I move this, the shadow goes. So I'm gonna do a close up so you can see how now it really looks like, okay, it's glue in the middle and it's kind of raising up. This one is fine. I don't think I need so much adjustment. Let's go here to the word art. I'm gonna add here, because already has styles, I'm gonna add a drop shadow. So then I'm gonna increase the size. The thing is, if you want to adjust the sticker, you have to take in mind that if you create a layer here, it's going to create a layer for each one of those. And that is fine. It's just you have to make sure you don't touch those. So let's do that. Let's create layers. And you can see that created all the layers there. So I'm going to go to the layer that says drop shadow. Again, Command Control T, right click, warp, and I'm gonna tuck in the middle and just curl a little bit here. I'm gonna curl this B and tuck it here and tuck it here. Okay. I like this shadow a little darker, so I'm gonna Command Control J and duplicate. Yeah, that's good. So now we just have to make sure we everything that has a layer 10, we have to put them together with a chain. Okay, so let's look back. So now let's go at the top here. So I think what I want to do is a little bit more effect here on the middle. Something that I like to do is grab a brush, and I'm gonna get my water blends, and it has a little bit of texture. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna use the blend mode. Here, and I'm gonna reduce the opacity a little bit. It's just to give that the shine behind them in the mask. Maybe here, create a new layer and bring this script brush here and darker color. touch it here, just a little bit of texture there. There you go. I think it's done. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll put all the links in the video. But it makes your job easier, and you have a artsy layout that people are going to think you spend hours doing it without really the work. So I hope you enjoy, and I see you on the next template tutorial for you. Thank you.